Okay, and for this mission, I think, what are we gonna want? I think we're gonna want, perhaps some more crowd control, which means Liara is probably first pick in that sense, and then probably a tank. And we did just use Ashley on the Citadel, yes, but as I was saying before, I think generally we're not using her all that often. And so maybe, we'll use her over Rex, who's perhaps more of our go-to, historically been our go-to tank. Especially since we just gave Ashley new armor. I suppose good opportunity to test it out here. Alright, so, first things first, let's take a look at our map here. And we know we have civilian structures and science facilities. Okay, that's a strange way of putting it, but and then anomalies down here. Don't know much about what's happening up here, so I think what we probably do in this situation is we might want to start going, what would this be, counterclockwise, and then we'll have a lot of stuff to do in this corner, it seems like, and then maybe we'll just finish by following through with this anomaly. And we should be all geared up here, I would think, because we did throw Ashley in the party quickly on the Citadel, and then we used Liara, of course, recently for Theros. Although, we may also have some new upgrades from a weapon standpoint for Ashley. That's definitely relevant. And this Crossfire, let's do it, is just a better version of her existing weapon, so definitely worth making that switch. Shotguns, you use Sokolov, which technically is probably the best shotgun, at least outside of the Spectre shotgun. However, it is only level 8, and you might have been asking this question with Tally as well, as to whether we prefer going with the Armageddon with higher damage, but far less heat sink capacity, or sticking with the Sokolov. I mean, Avalanche, that is a pretty significant damage reduction, though, for what is a marginal accuracy increase. I don't think we want to do that. I think you keep the shotgun. Pistol is not terribly relevant for you, because you have so many weapons that you're trained with. Chances of you needing to heal the pistol are quite low. Sniper is very relevant, though. And so this would be either you or Garrus that we'd want to give our super sniper that we just purchased. And I suppose, well, you're here first, so you got dibs. So that would be great. We have already switched you over to your good armor, and so we are color coordinated between us and Ashley. We're both using the Colossus, which, like I said, that's something we definitely want to try to pick up on as many people as possible, ideally at level 10. But anyways, let's make a marker on our map here, just to throw something down there as a target. So we'll go for something in this general area, and of course, as per usual, see what we happen to run into around here. Expecting for there to, sure, be all the things that we see on our minimap now, but could very well additionally be some unidentified items of some variety as well. And a relevant question, whenever we're exploring these uncharted worlds, what kind of terrain we're going to find ourselves dealing with? So if we can keep things relatively on flat ground, that would be much appreciated. That would facilitate making our exploration happen. And just checking this corner here. Not really sure I wanted to drop down there. This is going to be kind of hard to get back up. But, well, we're committed now. And guess what? It doesn't look like there's anything here. So, well, now we know. At least now we know. In which case, let's move our marker westward, over there. And keep our eyes peeled for anything here. Though at least at the moment, not seeing much. Well, here we go. Okay. As soon as I say that, of course, we get 2 resources, 2 mineral deposits popping up simultaneously. Alright, take your pick. Go left first or right first? Left looks like it's going to be considerably more difficult, since it is up high. But I think we actually do this one first in that case. That way we can stay on that elevated area. Don't need to go through all the effort of climbing up it and only to drop down afterward. Speaking of dropping down, in theory, we have run over this deposit, wherever it is. Thought I just saw it. Oh, yes, we are. We are running it over. Hold on. Lens right in. It's this. Oops. Hold on. One moment, please. There we go. Okay. And of course, we did finish the resource collection quest a while ago at this point. However, we do still get experience. We do still get monies for doing it. Getting additional of the resources, so nothing wrong with it. So now let's go for this one. And if we could stay up here, that'd be great. I think that might help us just in case. Just in case this set of resources, just in case the minerals are at this type of height. Then again, I'm pretty sure we're going to end up going to the top here, looking down below us and going, oh, yeah, there are the minerals directly below us. Maybe not. Hold on, maybe not. Not so fast. Down here. Okay. Let's get the palladium here. And, where's our opening exactly? There it is. Alright. Pick that up too. And I suppose, yeah, we still have our marker. Should still be fine in that regard. Just want to get a little bit closer to the northern edge of the map, so we don't accidentally miss anything that might be right on the edge. We can still see some of that red. And if we could stay elevated, that'd be great, but so much for that. Can we get here? And stay up here? Alright, now we're talking. Oh man, flat terrain? Never heard of it. What is it? I'm deliberately going to go a little bit closer to the edge just so we don't have to drop down, although that may be inevitable. Something tells me. Just a hunch. I don't think we're going up that. May technically not be the end of the world, but functionally, this ginormous mountain may make it the de facto end of the world. We can try going here where it's maybe a little less steep, but I'm rather doubtful that we will find anything, I suppose. Well, there you go. We did find a way up, as it turns out. So maybe not so bad after all. This is looking like our corner. But even with that, not really seeing anything. So I think we're good here. Let's carry on southward now. And this is where, once we start heading in this direction, we are expecting to run into a lot more stuff. Oh, no, not that. That. Which does make you wonder, do we go straight there? Do we kind of cut into the middle a little bit more? Maybe do this anomaly first? I mean, we could more or less just do it straight diagonal line, that anomaly, and then after we do that, cut back here a little bit, get the debris, and get whatever the civilian structures and science facilities are. That might be preferable also. It is relatively flat in that direction, it seems, which is a welcome sight. I do like that. Although, I mean, this is just like a huge flat area. Anything going on in here, though? It doesn't really seem like it. I'm guessing that's where we're starting to see some of those research facilities and civilian structures and what have you, because in theory we are not far away from them if we're going this route. So it shouldn't be much detour to go back to get them. Oh, look at this, okay? Looks like another set of minerals. Oh. And apparently some enemies. Okay, no, that's appears to be on the quest-related spot. So that's probably not that much of a surprise in that case. Now the question becomes, how do we get up to this guy? Come on, change the angle. Change the angle. Change the angle of descent. Change it back the other way so that we're not going the opposite direction, ideally. Build the momentum. And if we just get over this lip, should be fine, right? Okay, the question is, these minerals, are they up? All the way over here? Or, oh, don't drop, don't drop. That's a long way down. Or they, I mean, they may be at the bottom. Hold on, if we change the angle, we should be able to do this. Yep. Okay, well, don't take your foot off the gas. Minerals are close. I could read them right in this little area here. I feel like they're directly below us. But I'm reluctant to commit to doing that because it will be a pain to get back up here if they are not. Sometimes it is hard to gauge from our minimap where exactly something is. Well, I think we're committed now. And it is down here. Okay. So fortunately, it was not 4-0. Drop down here. It's going now. And nab that. Beryllium. So let's just continue a little bit further here. Now, remind me, what did we just put our marker in the corner? Sort of. Kind of, sort of. There is definitely something over there. So it is already marked on our map. However, it is going to be easier said than done getting there. I wonder if maybe we go... Looked a little less steep here. Emphasis on little. Still not great. Then if we just get over this, we can kind of ride this up. Help us get over. I mean, again, I'm kind of just hoping, truth be told, that we don't really need to go over this too much, because it is, it's not easy making that happen. So maybe rather than over, we try to go around. And this may be the way to make that happen. Okay, we are now approaching that question mark that is showing up on our map. If we don't get stuck in this little pit. That is the wrong direction. Hold on. Now I'm getting disoriented. This way. Once again, okay. Escape. You must. You can do it. I believe in you. I think we may just need to drop down. Maybe not fully, though. Okay, what is this we're dealing with? An anomaly is all we really know about it. In theory, one would assume it is on the other side of this little crest. Let's be a little bit bold. Just ride this side of the mountain rather than actually staying up here. Which may or may not have been a good idea. Somehow we actually rode that momentum to stay up. That's insane. That's like Spider-Man Mako territory. Okay, oh. What's this? It actually is elevated. What do we have here? Dramatic pyramid? Some kind of little base? Solar panels? Door that automatically opens. Anyone here to greet us? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like just a technician kit, which we'll take it. Gives us high explosive grenade and energized plating. Okay. Oh, and this crate as well. Waiting for an opening. There we are. Okay. Level 9s. That assault rifle is in theory not bad. Other than that, it's a little lackluster. And we don't really need that metagel, I don't think. I think we are fully stocked. I just like shooting those because they wobble when you do. I don't think there's anything here. But we get a speed boost apparently when we climb up it. At least it certainly feels like it. Zoom. No, we go faster up it than we do down it. What the heck? That makes 0 sense. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. It just felt a little peculiar is all. Oh, and what do we have here? Secure crate. Hold on. A couple of those. Almost missed them. Okay, that was maybe a little too aggressive. Wait for it. Now. Protein data disk. There are several small protein artifacts in that crate, including an intact protein data disk. Appears to be in excellent condition, as it turns out. Sure. As for the second one, though, where do we want to go? Here, maybe? Okay, and this time, decent pistol, decent assault rifle and sniper rifle. Okay, is that all? Because we almost missed that. Like I said, I don't know. There's the metagel, but sure, we'll take it, even though we don't need it. But I think that'll do it here. In which case, let's reset our... I mean, we could go a little bit further in this direction just to make sure that we see the corner of the map, although guessing that we're fairly close, and I'm not sure we're going to find anything else here. I'd also rather not have to drop down, only to have to re-climb this. That doesn't look like fun. So, maybe we can get up here. Nah, you know, I think we should be fine. I'm hoping that, well, let's just hope there's nothing else over there, because I'm not terribly inclined to reclimb this mountain face. In which case, yeah, now let's put the marker somewhere here. And civilian structures and science facilities. Oh, there's also this debris. Maybe we even start with the debris. I'm gonna say, though, it's probably good to know which one of those things we want to target first. So, let's see. Which one did we actually end up doing? Not a Crux on Vostok, or we have... I think we're on this one. Metano system, Rune Sea cluster. I'm pretty sure that's it. Logs mentioned something about the Metano system, the Rune Sea cluster. That would be a good place to start our investigation about... What? This one was the... Some concern about samples provided to a group. It's very vague, but it does name drop Cerberus. We know is probably reason to be concerned. Just going to try to stay high elevation as long as possible here. And it's not necessarily the most direct route, because it is probably still the fastest route. Well, there is one of those facilities. But I think there's no stopping this. Down we go. Specifically, this debris over here is, well, more off to the side. But we did see there are apparently some enemies outside of some of those facilities, or at least one of them. So we do need to be kind of cautious as we approach it, in case they have any sort of ranged weapons that might be able to damage us. I'd like to not be stuck. In which case, this way might be the only way. In which case, well, we're at least going a little bit closer. You said facility. Still would prefer to go this way first. Okay, looks like this is not nearly as steep over here, thankfully. So let's check this out. In fact, it might be even further down. It is. Look like some kind of crash probe, maybe? As is often the case. Here we are. And, well, where do we actually interact with it? Here we are. Yep. Exactly what it is. Okay. It's a tough one. Oh. There we go. Okay, scram rail. Love it. Hard to get those sometimes. Or at least we've been having particular trouble with it. And tungsten rounds, we do have a lot of those, and the incendiary explosives probably don't need more of those, but alright, we'll take it. Then I suppose while we're at it, just go for this corner. I mean, it's so close. Might as well. That means we'll basically explored everything. Once we've done this, and all we'll have left is to do the actual quest we're here for. So we can finish on that. And by the looks of things, that does appear to be all here. Nothing hiding in the corner. So I think in that case, now we start heading over to those other places for the quest. And like I was saying, we go for the science facility, the civilian structures. Escape pod we obviously already did. I feel like, at least since there are two civilian structures, maybe we want to do those first, and then finish with the science facility. But we'll see. Of course, we've seen the enemies outside here. So we know it's about to get at least a little more complicated. Kind of an interesting angle here.
Where is everybody? I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. That's one way to put it. Say, by the way, don't think we saved on this planet at all yet. In fact, not even on the Citadel previously, so, yeah. last save was fighting the Thorian. Okay, let's see. What have we learned? The colonists of this world, the Matano system, are victims of a horrible mutation that has transformed them into mindless creatures? What? When did we learn that? All we heard was that we have a bad feeling about this. Fight your way through the hostile, transformed colonists while searching for survivors and clues. Okay. We know there are theoretically enemies here somewhere. And those enemies, well, they appear to be husks.
Goddess have mercy. The entire colony must have been transformed.
Yeah, that's not good. What is good is that fortunately, these husks are quite content just staring at us while we line up a shot to blast them in the face with a humongous cannon that sends them flying halfway across the planet. Hello? What's up? How's it going, buddy? See you later. Oh, man. He may have left the atmosphere. Oh, he's over there. Okay. So, well, there's 3 husks outside, and perhaps there's your hints. But, I think we can actually get in this facility. In which case, I think we know what to expect. Right? Yeah, we can go in. Okay. And remember, husks can open doors. That is relevant because, well, something tells me we are about to get flooded a ton of husks. So, that is why I think having, let's say, what? Excuse me? Ashley is on her pistol? Why? Let's have you on the shotgun. We do have Liara using the explosive rounds on her shotgun, which could actually be relevant. Could actually be very good in this occasion. So you know what? We'll keep that. We'll go on the pistol. And here goes nothing. The husks, do they even take notice of us initially? They may not. Strangely enough. But surely they will now. And Stasis is one of them. It's dead. Excuse me. That one is dead. Well. That one is dead. Not sure if we just need to get further in for them to notice us, or, I mean, we saw, of course, outside when we were fighting the Husk with the Mako that they did not really care about us then either. But now we get some movement. Okay. For a second I was like, bug? Maybe that is by design, but we've gotten their attention now. And we may have gotten a few of them taken care of relatively easily, but there are still a lot remaining here, I think, based on how many dots we're seeing on our mini-map. So, still wanna be careful. Liara, by the way, you know, weapon overheats after 1, maybe 2 shots, so maybe don't just shoot it at that cover there. We did just level up, so that's very good. Yeah, Liara, you have like 1 shot, so do not miss your chance here. And right now, I must say you are, for the most part, missing your chance. Why don't we just do that? Which may not have had a large enough area to actually take it out. I think that was the last of them in here. And what, if anything, can we loot? Like, say, that crate, or this sludge canister, the brawler, and duelist heavy human armor. I mean, there's no armor that is going to be better than what Ashley is currently using, I don't think, or I don't even remember if there is a Spectre level 10, but I don't think there is a Spectre level 10 armor, because there isn't a Spectre level 7 armor. So yeah, I think that statement will stand the test of time, that Colossus 10 is the best way to go. I mean, unless, technically speaking, it is best for damage protection and shields. Little bit inferior when it comes to the biotic and tech protection. Ooh, another crate here. So in some situations, you could specifically prioritize that instead, and that would be preferable. And in fact, the Husk Explosion, Electric Explosion ability, I do believe is technically a tech ability. So that means that it actually does fall under that category. Yeah, we've got tons of... Oh, I thought they were first Metagel stations. I was like, do we really need those? And these are. That is not a coincidence that they look that way. Actually give 2 for what it's worth. That was like cumulative 4. I don't think there's any individual Metagel station that will actually give you 4. Okay, but as for this is not Metagel. This is an okay assault rifle, this one here, but otherwise not great. Okay. I talked about this spot a long time ago. This is one of the few moments when climbing up here is relevant, getting up to this extra sort of crate land. It's easier said than done, as it turns out, because I'm pressing the button to do it. It's just that sometimes... Okay, well, I also just threw a random grenade there, which will now explode. Sometimes the game says, yes, sure, I'll let you climb up there. Other times the game goes, no, not today. So that does make it tricky, but as you can see, there is some kind of set of upgrades there. Sprint! Sprint into it. No. Pretty sure I am pressing the right button. Pretty sure I am. Also, we did recently level up, so we could throw on an additional point for electronics here for some shields on us. Ashley, we were going for... What was it? What was it? I think we maxed out combat armor. And then we were saying next we were going to go assault training, try to get to the advanced adrenaline burst here. Then for the R, we're just throwing them into Sorry Scientist, even though I don't love it. At this point, it's actually getting be perhaps high enough number to be somewhat significant. I swear. It is... There we go. Possible. Now, round 2, I'm afraid. No, you did not do that. Okay, we did momentarily climb down it, but then we got back up it for reasons unknown to me. Just a little janky. Little janky when it comes to the cover and coming out of cover in Mass Effect 1, in case you couldn't tell. We have now once again dropped down off this one. Hold on. Try to see if it's like... It is the sprint button, I think. Hold on. Am I going crazy? That's not really what I'm looking for. Key bindings. Just out of curiosity. Toggle crouch. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it even says here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's just all vehicle still. Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be a combination of like automatically taking cover when you approach it, and giving you the option to climb when you approach it. But as you can see here, it's a little janky. Once again, as I'm just pressing all the buttons, seeing what might possibly get us out of the situation, or actually climbing up on this, throwing another grenade. But yeah, melee button, no. Grenade button, no. Sprinting button, occasionally, yes. Not even sure what this button does, but apparently it is not the button that gets you up over here. The aiming button, no. The firing button, no. Definitely not any of those. So, yeah. So the upgrade is there, and there may even be another one up there. But in the interest of not running at this little crate for the next 5 hours, we may need to move on here. So, that's what I think of you. carrying on. And of course, you know, we've got a lot of gear here. How much of a difference is one crate going to make? Probably not that much. And in fact, there's a non-zero chance there might be an alternative way to climb up there. From, oh, down here, hold on. Speaking of crates, we'll make up for it with this one, I suppose. Let's go... Now. Okay. Not great. Pistol's okay, but these are level 10, but not a high enough rarity to be terribly good. So probably not going to end up using those at any point in time, I don't think. Just want to check if there are a series of crates that we can use to climb from the bottom up. Like, theoretically that, up to that, up to that. That might be possible. But it's only going to pursue that if it was just something that Shepard immediately figured out how to do, which is apparently not the answer. Oh, hold on. Almost missed this. Not sure we really needed those, but sure. Yeah, so I think we just move on here and, you know, we'll live with it. It's one crate. Okay. That being said, there are, of course, other areas around here, namely another civilian structure and another science facility. Well, actually, we haven't been to a science facility yet, but that could be a little bit different. Let's go to the civilian center first, in that case. Last one had some husks outside. This one has the dragon seat here. No immediate signs of husks. Then again, I think we probably still know what to expect inside. My guess is more the same. And, well, certainly enemies. Last time we were somewhat fortunate that we could open up the door, snipe a couple of us before they actually started swarming us. We have the same luck here. Well, this one's noticed us. Have the others. I feel like from this range we're gonna need to do this. Well, one down, and the others don't appear to be moving at us just yet. Careful for that explosive container, it is right next to us. We could use to blow up husks that are getting close, but also could accidentally blow up on ourselves. Yeah. I think we got their attention now. Ashley, maybe don't stand right next to it like that. Yeah, now they're all coming. Okay, so... at least it seemed like it. Hey, guys, could you maybe not just, like, shoot at the wall non-stop? And instead, try to snipe some husks? Yeah, because just looking at the sheer numbers over in that direction, there seem to be a lot of them. Do have a bit of a choke point here. Could prove helpful. One of them's getting close. Where exactly is it coming from, though? So it seems like now it's gone back and retreated. Making moves? Still seems like it's going backwards. Okay, let's move in. There are a few more that are now still popping up on our map. Several more still popping up on our map. Okay, I would rather you not do that when you're standing right next to that explosive container. Make me a little nervous, Liara. Okay, there's another one. Go! Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now there may only be two left. That one's down. This one is theoretically moving in on us. Somewhere. From some angle. Over there-ish. one thing to bear in mind, wherever the heck you are, is that I believe their electric pulse attack can go through cover. So that means, even in this situation, can still hit us. Well, that was interesting. A little disco there, spinning around in circles, but it does appear to be the last of them. So let's take a second and see what we can loot here. I mean, the previous area was quite full of loot. Here, not great. Low rarity and only level 9, so that's not very helpful to us. Pass anything on our way in, because we very well may have. Definitely many explosive containers that were making me a little bit nervous. Especially since we did blow up at least one of them when we were standing fairly close to them. There's, of course, the second floor up there, but I just want to see on the ground floor what, if anything, we may have missed. Okay, first aid station we don't really need. That is not a crate. That one we already got. That was an explosive we were seeing there. Oh no. Say it ain't Sojo. Is this another set of things we are technically supposed to climb to get more loot? Hoping not. Let's start going upstairs then. Seeing what we can find here. Yeah, these are... Sometimes you can go through these areas, but there is no such secondary room this time around, either in this location or the previous one we were just in. Okay, ooh. This is what we're looking for. Nice, juicy upgrades. That is actually not lootable, it seems, but this is. Don't love it. The amp. I think we've seen this one before. Many times, in fact. I just don't recall whether that's one that I don't think it's a great one, but it might be one that we've used on occasion. Definitely not for Liara, because she's fine with the amp. She is the best one. But, no. No, I don't think we like that one. Now, let's check these out. There we go. And anything decent here? I mean, decent for that shotgun and an assault rifle, but definitely would prefer those to be level 10. That's easy. Then pistol, again, decent, but otherwise not great there. And here. Hold on. There we go. Oh, level 10. But low rarity on the assault rifle at the end there, unfortunately. Otherwise, that could have been quite nice. Okay, and that looks like that's everything up here. Pretty sure we've concluded that. And we'll just on our way back, see if we happen to come across anything. Just in case. Seen anything here? Hard to tell when there's so many little nooks and crannies. But I think most of the things we're seeing are explosives. So that's not really the loot we're looking for, if you know what I mean. Let's head back out of this facility. And in theory, there is one more in question. Okay, so let's hop back into Mako. And we're looking at this one up here, which does also seem to have some enemies outside of it. But this one is not a civilian structure, which is what the name was for both the ones we were just in. This is a science facility. This one, in theory, may be a little different. I mean, I imagine probably still husks, but maybe slightly different layout or something like that. Alright, they're going to be fairly close to us once we do pop up here. If we do pop up here, that is. Hold on just a second. Is there a better angle of approach over here, maybe? This looks a little more gradual if we go this way. Here we are. Okay. And there's the dragon teeth. Oh yeah, and there are husks there. Oh, I missed. Target's just chilling there, minding its own business. Yeah, don't mind me as I take a couple of shots trying to absolutely obliterate you, Exodia style. And there should still be one more. Oh, there you are. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Okay, is there anything else outside before we jump in? Other than the dragon teeth? Don't think so. Alright, and just in case, maybe we do save here. Played a little bit safe. Okay, here we go. And so it already looks like this is, yeah, different layout. So I think that may be the primary difference here. But I'm still expecting for this to be mostly, if not potentially exclusively, husks. We shall see. I mean, in theory, we're looking for survivors. But, things have not looked great in that regard. And I'm not sure they're gonna get any better anytime soon. Based on the way things are looking here. Certainly, much more in the way of enemies here. And remember, again, husks can technically open doors if they know we're here. Although it does seem like, for the most part, these husks have been relatively docile. Haven't been nearly as aggressive as the typical husk in pursuing us, at least. Oftentimes what happens is as soon as you open up a door, they charge straight at you. Oh, man. So, this is kind of nasty, this layout. There's a ton of them, and look at how small and crammed this area is. There's an opening through there. There's an opening through here. But, other than that, then there's... I mean, yes, there is a choke point here that I think we almost need to, by default, use. Otherwise, there's almost no good way to do this, I don't think. That's one husk. And by extension, all husks that now we've gotten the attention of. Guys, let's fall back. And maybe wait for them to come through before you... Hold on. Are you using... You're using your shotgun, Ashley? Because you've been the one who just keeps on shooting your shotgun straight into the wall. Does make me question your sanity a bit. The husks do not appear to be advancing anymore. This is problematic. Alright, Ashley, you are actually a legitimate sacrificial lamb in that you have the tankiness to take hits. Well, now they're coming out. Hold on. I think we have their attention once more. They're moving. But are they bringing the fight to us, or do we need to bring the fight to them? Because it seems like we may, again, need to bring the fight to them. Or in other words, have Ashley bring the fight to them. Okay. Yeah, it seems like they see as soon as we send Ashley down there. Now retreat. Are they actually coming through here? Or are they just reforming? I know they're coming out. Okay, in theory, at least one more. It may or may not be running away from us. But at this point, we should have thinned their numbers considerably. On a, well... Yes, but only to a certain extent. Because, of course, danger, the primary danger of the husks is in their numbers. Yeah, if we stand here, that seems to be close enough to attract their attention. Okay. Whittling down. And we're just going to have a whole host of husk remains hanging out here. Okay, so I would rather this not be us that's hanging here. Ashley is most capable of taking the hits. One coming? Like right on the edge of where we'd expect it to be able to see us. Ashley, care to get their attention again? And so leaving you out there a little bit longer so they actually come in and are within range of me. She took one of them out. There's another one. Also down. Right now, I think we can probably just rush this. There may only be one left. There's, of course, not so much of a threat solo. Except that he's sneaking up on us. And again, electric attack, I believe, can go through barriers. Stasis you before you do anything to us. Down you go, and that may have been the last of them. Not seen any as of right now, but man, it's a very crowded area. Lots and lots of all these barriers. Making it very hard to... I mean, if you're trying to run around and avoid the husks, and you do it out here, then good luck. Why we took the slow and steady approach there. But also, does make it more difficult to figure out if there's actually anything that's in here. But it does look like there are a couple of back rooms that we can access, and so sometimes we might find in rooms such as this, that this main room is, you know, the place where you fight the peoples. And then once you get to the back room is the place where you get the loots, and the medkit is. Well, I think it's needed, to tell you the truth. Technically speaking. There was an achievement, I forget if I mentioned this, I may not have. But there was an achievement, at least in the original Mass Effect, for using metagel a certain number of times. It's like, theoretically, whenever we're encountering these metagel spots in the great outdoors, theoretically could deliberately use metagel and then just immediately get some back, just to get ourselves closer to achieving that. Though I don't remember, because they did get rid of several achievements, actually a lot of achievements, Mass Effect 1 achievements when we went into Legendary Edition. So that may be one of them. I do not recall specifically. This is a strange, remarkably empty room. Perhaps, remember, this was a test facility of sorts, and so, well, maybe they were doing some testing in here, by the looks of things. But the other room is the place where we are expecting to complete this mission, but with what exactly? What is the deal here? We have a terminal, as well as, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Lots of loot here. Let's go this side. And meh. Technician kit. Scram rail. Okay. Would have, of course, preferred for it to be 10, but we have so few of those that we'll take what we can get. And another wetware. Ooh, Prodigy 9. Hold on just a second. And Solaris Amp. Hold on just a second. Nope. Nope, not what I meant. This. So, we just got, which one? For the Omni tool, we got, where'd it go? I'm not sure, but they're both amps. They're both amps. This is one of the ones we got. Not so good. Prodigy is interesting. Very good from a cooldown bonus standpoint. Duration, not as good. And power bonus, definitely not as good. This is potentially one we could consider putting on ourselves, because the cooldown is definitely a big deal for us. We're not really dealing damage directly with our abilities. We're just doing serious crowd control. Primarily, I'm thinking of stasis here. Getting the ability to use that more frequently would be good. That being said, losing out on some duration does hurt. Those are both relevant to us. So, you know, sacrificing 10 duration to gain 11 cooldown, you know, in theory, does that level things out? I mean, hard to say. We do, of course, get 10 power bonus from our existing one, which is not to say that's completely useless. It's just we don't always use the throws or the I guess technically lift can deal damage once they drop down, which I think does fit under that category. So that's probably still the tiebreaker there. But this could be something we put on someone like Caden. We are still looking to give him an amp upgrade. And this one's tougher. Let's go. Oh, God, I was going to see an opening there for a second. Oh, I got greedy. Hold on. Now we're running out of time. Oh, hold on. Attempt number 2. Maybe we get a better spot this time. There we go. Okay, and here... Shotgun's not bad. But otherwise, not fantastic stuff there. Make sure we're not missing anything here, and then we'll grab the quest spot. Because there is a malfunctioning object back here. Another scram rail. And we've been using some of those kinetic exoskeletons, I think. So, let's check out what the deal is with this terminal. A colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Alright, let's download the logs then. But as we were saying, Cerberus, we found they were behind some of the Arachni deliveries, the experimentation on... I guess it was that also technically Arachni, where, well, the Thresher Maw and the survey team, all the stuff that started with Admiral Kahoku. Let's double check. I believe that may now mean that, yeah, we have completed this mission, and unfortunately, the logs seem to indicate the colony was intentionally infected by Cerberus. Inhabitants were innocent victims of the nefarious organization's experiments. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, but that does appear to be the case. I'm afraid that does appear to be the case. That should mean that we are now done here, both in this facility and on this planet by extension, because we did, of course, do everything else in this area. I think we have looted everything in this facility. The one thing we did not get was, of course, that crater. Maybe there's more than one. It was up in that elevated area in the first of the rooms that we explored. But anyways... Oh, nope, not that. That. Let's head back to the Normandy. And I'm not necessarily sure there's too much for us to do, or specifically following that mission. I don't think there's necessarily any follow-up there. So I don't think we necessarily need to debrief, or definitely don't need to debrief with our teammates, but I don't think there's any quests that are directly tied to that. Of course, we've heard a lot about Cerberus already, but unlike some of the other ones where this quest can lead into subsequent quests, I think this one is truly sort of self-standing, even if it does allude to several others.